Hey guys, how's it going? Mark here with another fragrance review. This time let's get into the Dior house again. This one is simply a staple in the Christian Dior house. This is called Dior Homme. So let's take a look at the presentation, the bottle and the box. Now first of all, the bottle. Camera's not going to do any justice on this bottle, guys. It's simply outstanding. You can see Dior Homme right here. It even says Dior on the sprayer in there in the juice. I don't know if you can see that, but it's etched into it. We got the CD right here. We got Christian Dior on the sprayer. Very nicely done. I really think that this is probably one of the classiest bottles I own in my fragrance stable. Like, if you want a fragrance bottle to look good, this is going to look good. It impresses. But it's all about the juice inside, right? So let's take a look at the box. Very plain looking box. So let's put that there. Now Dior Homme bottle sizes. There's tons of them for this one. There's a 1 ounce, a 1.3 ounce, which is a travel spray. That's the one that was like almost like all gray that you saw in my intro. There's a 1.7 ounce and the 3.4 ounce, which is this guy right here. Pricing varies from $35 to $80. So I love when companies do this. You can basically price range for anybody on this one. You know, you got the big one right here for people that really want a lot of juice, and then the 1 ounce for, you know, $35 to $40. Perfect for somebody that's not going to use too much. So I like when companies do that. This one was released in 2005. Has not made any of my top 10 list as of late. Group, this is a woody floral musk. Parfumier is Olivier Polish. Now, Mr. Polish has done Midnight in Paris, which is just a recent release that's apparently kind of like Bulgari Black, so I definitely need to go check that one out. But he also has made Kenzo Power, which kind of reminds me of this one. So it's nice to see who the Parfumier is, and you can see, like, oh, this bottle relates to that. He kind of used a little bit of this in there, so it's nice to see that. Recommended age, this is college and up. Now, I don't really recommend college kids purchasing this. This is probably for the young professional. So college age, I would say like 23, 25, around my age. But you're a young professional. You know, you got an upscale business, we'll say. You own an upscale business. This would be that type of guy. This is a classy fragrance, guys. I'm not saying any college kids can't pull this off. If you're going to Harvard, I can see a guy from Harvard wearing this. Harvard Law or something. Definitely like one of those guys that like wears polos and stuff. Yeah, that kind of guy. How many sprays and where? I go 1 on the chest, 1 on each arm. More than that really isn't suggested for this fragrance. I wouldn't suggest more than that, but of course to each its own. More is less with this one, I believe. Now let's take a look at the notes. The notes in this one, we start off with lavender, sage, and bergamot. Then we go into the heart, which has iris, which is the main focus of this fragrance, cocoa, amber, and cardamom. And then in the base we got vetiver, patchouli, and leather, which is very masculine at the end. Any flankers on this side? Of course, Dior Homme is their staple. We have, of course, the cologne edition. We got the intense version, which I just got when I came back, and you guys know how much I enjoy that one. And then there's the sport version, which I already reviewed. Now, here's a word of warning. This is probably a make or break right here for this review. If you have this, might as well turn off this video right now. If you have hair on your chest at the moment, this fragrance is not for you, sadly. If you like Stetson, if you like your fragrances with a little bit of oomph, turn off the video right now. You're not going to like what I have to say. Now, on the flip side, if you wax your chest, then this may be for you. Keep the video rolling. Alright, so let's waste a spray. Now again, these Dior sprayers, just like the Chanel's, are pretty potent. So there's a lot of juice that gets out. So this guy, alright, right off the bat, what do I get? The top notes is semi-fresh. I can definitely smell some lavender in here, so there is some floral. It's herbaceous, but crisp. There is a touch of citrus in here. Now that takes, I would say, 15 to 20 minutes to dry down into your heart. Now the heart has almost like a two-part section of it. First part gives you a sweet blast. It's going to get the gourmand people very happy. It's sweet blast of chocolate covered amber. Gourmandish, I told you guys, it's gourmandish. Basically, it's straight up until the powdery iris comes in. Now the iris basically shoves the chocolate and the amber to the side, and it's his turn to shine. Now the iris, kind of, when it comes in, it gives you like a waxy feel. Now that could be good, that could be bad, depending who you talk to. So it'll remind you of, a lot of people say, makeup bag. It makes you smell like lipstick or crayons, you know, the waxy feel of crayons. A lot of people feel that this fragrance is like feminine in that type of way. I really felt that when this came in, this fragrance started to get really light, almost like white flower petals surrounding me while I was wearing this fragrance, with a little sprinkle of cocoa. Now, not straight up chocolate, just a little sprinkle of cocoa, and it made the iris feel almost buttery. And like buttery, like cocoa butter. You know, like cocoa butter that girls put on their skin, like body butter, that cocoa butter smell, that type of feeling. It wasn't straight up gourmand. It was at the start, but then when the iris comes in, it just shoves that idea right out of the window. So the iris kind of gives you like a waxy feel, but the cocoa kind of takes a back seat, and it felt buttery. Now in the base, this is where it kind of morphs the fragrance to make it a little more masculine. We got a little bit of spice in here and a little bit of vetiver. Now the vetiver is Haitian vetiver, so it kind of gives you like a smokiness to it, and there's leather in here. The dry down really felt like at the end was suede-like because of the leather and the vetiver and the spice, and then you got the iris kind of going together with it with the cocoa. It really felt suede-like. So here comes the dry down. We got that cocoa and that amber coming in. So definitely a well-balanced fragrance, I would say. From what I'm getting, high-quality ingredients in this. You can tell right off the bat that you're getting quality. You're getting your bang for your buck, which I really enjoy. And this is what these reviews are for. Are you getting your bang for your buck? Is Dior just jipping you with their name, you know? But definitely, what do I get? Overall picture. A lot of people are going to say this is feminine. It is very much creamy, powdery. There's a sweetness to it. I can picture basically a male model wearing this for some reason. It really feels like elegant, sophisticated, and neutral. Not saying that male models are like sophisticated, but but you know what I mean. It really feels like a male model would be wearing this for some reason. Definitely well blended, and it is very different from many masculines being released today. So you're going to get some lovers and you're going to get some haters. I believe Dan didn't like this fragrance. This fragrance puts a lot of designer upscale fragrances to shame. I'll be honest with you guys. All fragrance houses that are trying to do an upscale fragrance for special occasions really just fail when I smell this thing. This is meant for special occasions. I don't mean you can't wear this all the time. I'm sure a lot of people have this as their signature scent. It is signature scent worthy. But personally for me, this is just a special occasion fragrance. Now, a lot of people bring up that makeup in a purse feeling, and I just want to touch base that there's leather in here and that makeup feeling in the dry down. That really felt short-lived on my skin. If I was looking for it, it came out and it smelled like it. But if I wasn't looking for it, I just wore the fragrance and casually went on my way, not looking for it. It didn't really appear and just caught me off guard. It definitely just went on its own way. It lasted about half an hour to an hour on my skin if I was really looking for it. But after that, it morphs into something else. So just to let you guys know, it's not all about like a makeup in a bag type of feel. Now it's classy, it's upscale. When I mean that, like occasions, what would you wear this to? To a restaurant that you have to You know, it's like $80 a plate, $100 a plate, a fine restaurant. If you're going to the opera, you're going to the play, if you like classical music, something with taste, going to a museum, something like that. You know, that type of person, I think would really fit the bill for you. Now, why would you hate this fragrance? Easy. That makeup note, the waxy feeling to it, the gourmandish note in here, the powdery feeling to it. People are going to say this is feminine. This shouldn't be even a men's cologne. The iris in here, too floral. All that bunched together, I think, is the main culprit that a lot of people aren't going to like this. But if you like this type of fragrance, you're going to fall in love with it. For me, I actually like these type of fragrances. You know, like Kenzo Power, yeah, it's decent. But you can tell on my review, if you take a look at Kenzo Power, the review, you're going to see some comments below saying, I couldn't stand it. And that's what happens when you kind of push the envelope with these type of fragrances. So, one word to describe this one, I would say classy. Definitely classy. Bottles, if you own, of course, Dior Homme Intense is definitely actually a better version of this. I really felt that you can really upscale this to anything better. I think the Intense version, for my taste, just made it that much better. So if you own that, definitely look at this one. L'instant de Guerlain, the same type of theme. Annie Maury, HM for him. Same type of theme again. The cocoa is kind of light. That's the type of theme that we're looking at right here. The Dreamer, if you enjoy the Dreamer, I'm pretty sure you're going to like this. Of course, no heavy tobacco note, but you know what I mean. When I close my eyes, this fragrance reminds me of almost being on a cloud. This is light like that. It's like a scent cloud. Take me away. Best time to wear this fragrance, guys, just wearing a tux. Give me an upscale event, put me in a tux, give me some Dior Homme, and I will get numbers for you. We'll get numbers. Now, compliment factor. Now, the compliment factor, very interesting. When I smelt this, I was like, I don't know. No, excellent. Compliment factor is excellent. I don't know, perhaps because the women wanted to wear it, and the women loved it for themselves. I don't know. But the compliment factor is excellent with this fragrance. When I did mention the makeup note, half and half smelt it. So I gotta say, you know, personally, half and half liked it, half and half smelt it, and half didn't like it. So it's a catch-22 with this one. My 2 cents on this fragrance, definitely for me, this is worth your money. If you enjoy it, you're going to really enjoy this. You can tell it's quality. It's a quality fragrance. For me, this is really special occasion only. I don't wear it too much. I only wear it when I'm upscale. I can see a lot of people wearing this for a signature scent, and I would agree to it. But for me, this is an upscale fragrance. I think it's quality. It's going to get a good score because it's quality. It's not for everybody, but if it is for you, it's going to work, and it's going to work really well. So buy, try, or pass, guys. This is a definite try because it's quality and it's great for its own genre. I think it's one of the best in its own genre. And look at this bottle. It's just exquisite. So let's get to the rating system and see how Dior gets on the rating system. Let's see if this gets a perfect 10. It just might. See you guys. Alright guys, let's rate Dior projection. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 bottles. It's fairly moderate, a scent cloud of 3 hours. Longevity, I'm going to give it another 7 bottles out of 10. 5 to 9 hours, give or take. And it is fairly average for longevity in this type of scent. Versatility, this is going to get a 9 bottles out of 10. This can be a signature scent. Day or night, I usually recommend it for night. As far as seasons go, this is a fall and winter. I believe this might be a little too much in the heat. Overall smell, I'm going to give this a 10. This is class all the way. This is class in a bottle. Might be too feminine for some, and it is signature scent worthy. Overall, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. Definitely sniff this one out, guys. This is outstanding.